Hi guys. There is something I've been noticing while working with the Anna Magdalena manuscript that I wanted to share with you. And this is the fact that a lot of times we see separate slurs and we're like, oh, she must have forgotten with all those kids running around, she must have forgotten to put in the slur. But I've noticed a consistent pattern for this. And I don't know if you will agree with me or not. I'd love to hear back from you. But I think that a lot of times when Bach writes higher register for the cello or places where require bigger tone because they're climactic, he doesn't write slurs for that particular bar or passage. So, and I wanted to give you a few examples. Bar 36 in the prelude of the second suite. Let's look. I will play bar 35 to give us context. So this is one example where there are no slurs. The next example that I have is bar 17 from the third suite prelude. I will play a couple bars before. So bar 17 is all separate slurs. Again, I think it's not a coincidence that it's where the register, we're playing in a higher register. In the same prelude, the third suite prelude, we have written in ritardando harmonically. The pacing is much more dense. It's in bar 20, so. Also requires a little extra time, and indeed there's no slurs here. In the second and third beats, that is. Another example is in the first suite jig. This is bar 32 I'm looking at. Let me try to play a couple of bars before. So you see how she separates. His wife, Anna Magdalena, writes all three last eighth notes in bar 32 separate, and I think it's not a fluke. So I think this is also on purpose to create more sound and to make us slow down ever so slightly. And then let's look at the fifth suite. I'm going to tune down. So in the fifth suite, in the gavotte, in the first gavotte, bar 10, so he starts his sequence with a slur, but here there's no slurs. So definitely separate slurs. And what else? Gavotte number 2, bar 7. So we're talking about the fifth suite. I will start from the middle of that gavotte. So as you see, those E flat, D, C are separate slurs. Coincidence? Perhaps. And finally, in the sixth suite, you check out my episode for the prelude of the sixth suite, where there is a clear example of ritardando written out with the slurs. And I think this is really, really fascinating. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. That's it. See you soon.